Hello, Gemini. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read. We may be dealing with what their intentions are towards you. Of course, everything may not resonate. Stick with what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and Theyre Tarot. She's read through as well. Thank you. Excuse me. All right, let's see what's going on. I was gonna say, what's with the defensiveness? While I was shuffling, I'm looking at 4 cards of defensiveness. Is it you, Gemini, that's defensive, or is it them? And with that much, with that much defensiveness, I kind of feel like you might be defensive with each other. Sensing something underneath it, like the tone underneath things. The underneath, what's that called? The undertone. What is that song? It's a Linkin Park song. What are the lyrics? I can't recall. I can kind of make it out, but not clearly. All right, so speaking of, before jumping ahead, jumping into this Gemini, what they are showing me. Wow, a lot of energy about them so far. We'll see what comes up between the two of you. I do sense something going on there, but new beginnings and new chapters. Whatever the two of you are embarking on together, it kind of feels exactly like that, like opening up a book. Let's open up this book, and even though the two of you are in it, there's main focus on them and kind of like what's going on and everything they're going through and everything they're kind of thinking and feeling, and it's kind of like characters within a story. Right away with him, it's interesting. The Fool card is the very first card. The beginning, the new beginning of something. It's like, hey, the cat's trying to scratch me. What the fuck? It's kind of like, cat, what are you defensive about? I'm just walking through. Cats. They are definitely their own unique characters and personalities, but because of this new beginning, a new chapter, I feel like they do have their reasons and justifications for wanting to put some sort of end to something here that they've been kind of ruminating over, kind of going over, thinking about. It is definitely the end of a train of thought about something. But they're also having a reason as to why. It's kind of like, okay, that train of thought has come to a complete stop. Time to get off. This is your stop. Okay, now, moving forward from this, I do feel that even though there is a nice energy, I'm not too sure exactly why. They're showing me a lot to manage and a lot to handle and a lot to kind of keep track of. They're showing me a lot of responsibility, a lot of accountability, a lot to kind of visually keep track and observe and keep up with. And they're saying they got their hands full, Gemini. They have their hands full. Very much so. Their hands are full. It's a nice energy, though. There is a lot of love, and so even though their hands are full, there's a lot of love there. Now, even though they show me that it's kind of like this repeated day-to-day energy of like this going on, this going on, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on, that's life. Life keeps on rolling, keeps on spinning. Even though they got so much going on and so much to take care of and so much to do, they're showing me happy and fulfilled. But now, once again, this is mainly about them, as I just saw 444 on the clock. A lot going on with them personally, Gemini. And so now I'm beginning, okay, so here's the thing. With this happiness and fulfillment, I am beginning to see that defensiveness show up. So what's it about? What's it about? Yeah, energetically, things are becoming a little bit edgy. And there you are, Gemini. So are things becoming a little bit energetically edgy with you, or between the two of you with that lover's energy? Ooh, yes, very much so. Very much so. And there you are. Ooh, so that is clearly between the two of you. Oh my goodness, that is a tit for tat. That is a tit for tat energy. That makes sense as to why there's like this edginess with both of you. What's lurking beneath the surface? Like what's lurking deeper in the psyche? Like what's going on beneath the surface? It makes me think of like the human brain. It has how many different levels? Kind of like an onion, like the outer, the next inner, and then the next like the inner. What is that? Whatever this new chapter is that the two of you are going through and have started together, they're saying love. It's like they're emphasizing like it's about love. Love. Love, love, love. It's all about love. There's so much energetic love here that I do sense and feel. At the same time, this edginess and almost like defensiveness on both sides, because it is. It's like a seriousness to it at the same time. It's like, yeah, they're happy, yeah, they're fulfilled, but let's not forget what it's all about. Let's not forget what it's all for. They're saying love. What's that other song? Love is going to save us. I think it's a techno or like a club or house music or song. I forget by who as well. Unfortunately, Gemini, they are in this kind of like severity and seriousness and edginess and defensiveness, like I said, because of you or towards you. And I don't know why, and I don't know what is going on. They just want things to work. They just want things to work. And they're saying, that even though they energetically have their hands full, they're like, it's all for love. It's all for love. Love, love, love. But they're also emphasizing something's got to change, something's got to be different. Interesting. They're showing me energetically a balance, Gemini. They're saying there's a seriousness to it, but there's also the love to it. I'm not too sure what that's about. Oh my goodness. They're being crystal clear today, Gemini. They're like, specifically they're saying, Gemini, I need you to be different. Whew. I want you to be different. Ooh, we're gonna hit some slippery territory. How do I want to go about this one? This one's interesting. They're saying, Gemini, and I reference this quite a bit, the whole Jekyll and Hyde thing. Like I said, I love this story. I have the book. I'm a Gemini moon. So I understand the whole switch and how Geminis think and feel, and I get that. I'm looking at what may be considered Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll is more of the understanding into their work. Mr. Hyde is the subconscious shadow that likes to come out and play, and it's like kind of only looking out for themselves, the monster or the creature or the what's hidden, what's not being faced or dealt with, and it's kind of like, a hideous looking creature, or maybe perceived that way, but when you read the book and the story, you understand it, so it's not just a hideous monster or creature. There's a reason for it all, and there's an understanding to it. What they're saying is, I want Gemini to be more loving and caring and open. and vulnerable and honest and transparent and loving and giving and sort of just nurture. What they're very strongly emphasizing is this energy of Mr. High. That's what I refer to this energy as. The coldness of kind of like, you're just, what's interesting though, the coldness, the blunt, the kind of stern, the very rigid. They're saying, I honestly could care less, Gemini. I honestly could care less. That right there is, emotionally speaking, what gets them to check out. This is the equivalent of, for example, like, you're being a certain way right now. I really don't stand for that, nor do I care for that. Energetically, they're saying I don't care for that. But them not caring for this, their way for not standing for this is to not care for this. So it kind of, it piggybacks off of that. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, even though they're saying there's a severity and a seriousness to this, what they're saying is they're not being supposedly the way you're being, Gemini, where it's kind of like cut cold, cut dry, cut off, and it's like they're not having it. Emotionally speaking, they're not having it. What they're saying is it's creating an emotional disconnect between the two of you. And that forces them to just want to be alone, be left to themselves, and kind of think about things. And that is perspective. And back to that. Then why show me that? They're showing me you specifically, Gemini, and I'm not going to go there today. I mean, they went there with them, which is interesting. They're saying, once again, they have a little page to their side, and they're emphasizing you, Gemini, have a little page to your side. I will say they are gaining understanding and perspective about you. Are they as well learning more about you? That's interesting. What they're energetically kind of showing me with this needing or wanting things to change, they kind of flipped and changed their mind there for a second. It might have been how I explained it. Like I said, very slippery slope. You can't change anybody, and nor can you pry open the door to their heart. I had to tell Leo that the other day. Nor can you pry open the door to their heart and be like, love me. It's like, no. Accept me. No. Be more this way. No. It is what it is. No. Very simply. They gain that perspective about you, Gemini. They're like, okay, maybe it's them. Maybe they kind of like reel it back a little bit and kind of step back. I don't know what that is. Pushed up and led up to the edge, but then also kind of like step back from that ledge, my friend. Don't know. Bye.